A new combatant might be entering the Mortal Kombat movie. Saw, Insidious, and Furious 7 director James Wan is rumored to be producing the new big-screen adaptation of the fighting game franchise. The project has been in development ever since the success of the live-action web series Mortal Kombat Legacy, although the film is expected to be a clean reboot and not a continuation of the same story. The director behind the web series, Kevin Tascheron, was attached to helm the movie before dropping out in 2013, so there's a chance Wan might direct as well as produce. He's already slated to helm the Aquaman movie that will be part of the new DC cinematic universe, but that's not due to surface until 2018.
That was awesome, man.
And speaking of the new DC cinematic universe, you might want to get used to the idea of Ben Affleck as Batman. The studio executives at Warner Brothers are rumored to be so happy with Affleck's performance in the upcoming Batman vs. Superman that they want him to star in and direct an entire trilogy of Bat films. Rumors had already surfaced that they wanted him in a single Batman solo movie, so Bat fans should be happy that they're getting at least 2 more movies. Batfleck will also appear alongside other DC heroes in the Justice League movies and cameo in the villainous Suicide Squad. Audiences still have to decide for themselves if they like Affleck as the Caped Crusader. They'll get to find out when Batman vs. Superman brings the justice to theaters in March 2016. Always a good day when I get 2 things in the rundown to talk about: Batman and Mortal Kombat. And to do that today is my pal Scott Jones.
I'm a fan of both properties.
Yes, and they're both under the Warner Brothers umbrella, so this is kind of interesting. And there's also the Mortal Kombat versus DC universe. But let's talk about Batman and Ben Affleck. Batfleck, lots of good buzz. Maybe self-generated by Warner Brothers, sort of percolating and infiltrating the airwaves right now. What do you think about all this?
It's hard to know how much of it's self-generated at this point, because social media does feel like it's just something you can kind of create and get a wave going, and then everybody kind of seems like, well, where did this come from? But either this is going to be a disaster or it's going to be glorious. What about you?
Well, I think that's the deal. I mean, he's such a famous person. We've been saying this all along. We all know him, and we know what we can kind of know what he's going to sound like as Bruce Wayne and as Batman, and it's up to him now. So fingers are crossed there. Now, James Wan, we love this guy. He's done lots of cool
James
things.
Wan, yeah. He's a
met him?
Friend. I met him at New York Comic Con once. I did an interview with him. I'm a huge fan of the Insidious, well, not the Insidious series, but the first three quarters of the first movie was amazing to me. And, you know, he's part of the Fast and Furious franchise. He directed the last film there. Now he's moving on to Mortal Kombat.
He's such a savvy guy. Like, he really understands how to put these movies together, you know?
But I feel like these things, I mean, the amazing thing is that he did such a great job with the horror genre for a while, and he really left his mark on the Saw, even the Saw franchise. Say whatever you will about it, but he really left a personal mark on it. These bigger franchises like Mortal Kombat, like Fast and the Furious, I feel like he's not really, like, I don't know how much of him is actually involved in the machinery of creating these entertainments.
Well, you got to look at it, I think, from the studio's viewpoint. They have to trust it with someone, and this is a guy that's proven himself with horror and with action, and they're going to trust him with a massive budget and characters that are really beloved by people out there, and I think he's a wise choice. We are fans of Wan, and I would love to see an awesome Mortal Kombat movie. I think that'd be super fun. Lots of great characters in there. But right now, we've got to move on. We've got another video game movie to talk about. It's Hitman Agent 47.
The Rundown is brought to you by EB Games.